If your Maytag or Whirlpool washing machine displays error code F9E1, the appliance has detected a long drain problem. This means the washer has been trying to remove water for longer than expected, but the water level has not fallen quickly enough. You may find water remaining inside the drum, clothes that are still soaking wet, a cycle that stops before the final spin, or a door or lid that remains locked. You may also hear the drain pump humming, grinding, clicking, or repeatedly trying to start. Although F9E1 is often described as a drain pump error, it does not automatically mean that the pump must be replaced. A blocked hose, incorrect drain installation, clogged pump filter, excessive detergent foam, or an object inside the pump can produce the same code. Before inspecting the machine, switch it off and unplug it from the electrical outlet. Close the household water taps as an additional precaution. If the washer contains water, prepare towels, a shallow container, and a bucket. Do not open a front-loading washer door while water is visible against the glass. On some front-loading models, a small emergency drain hose and pump filter are located behind a lower access panel. Place a shallow container underneath, remove the emergency hose cap, and drain the water gradually. Not every model has an accessible filter or emergency hose. Check the owner's manual before removing any panel. On a top-loading washer, you may be able to remove some water with a suitable wet vacuum connected carefully to the end of the drain hose. Another option is to siphon the water into a low container. Never use a standard household vacuum for water. Once the washer is safely emptied, inspect the drain hose behind the appliance. Make sure it is not kinked, crushed, twisted, frozen, or trapped between the washer and the wall. Follow the hose to the household standpipe or laundry tub. The hose must not be pushed too far into the drain pipe. Whirlpool and Maytag commonly specify that no more than about 4.5 inches or 113 millimeters should extend into the standpipe on compatible models. The drain opening should not be sealed airtight with tape. The hose needs an air gap around it. If it is inserted too deeply or sealed into the pipe, dirty water can siphon back into the washer and extend the draining time. The drain hose must also be installed at the correct height. Some front-loading models specify a standpipe between approximately 39 and 96 inches above the floor. Requirements vary, so follow the installation instructions for your exact washer. Remove the drain hose from the standpipe and check for lint, coins, fabric, detergent residue, or another obstruction. Place the hose in a bucket before lowering it because dirty water may still come out. Also, check the household drain. If the laundry sink drains slowly, the standpipe overflows, or water returns to the washer, the problem may be in the building's plumbing rather than in the appliance. On front-loading washers with an accessible pump filter, remove and clean it after the water has been drained. Look for coins, buttons, hairpins, small socks, pet hair, lint, and pieces of fabric. Inspect the rubber door seal as well. Small objects can become trapped inside its folds and may eventually reach the drainage system. Reinstall the filter securely before testing the machine. A loose filter can cause a serious water leak. Excessive detergent is another possible cause. Too much foam can slow the drainage process and prevent the control from reading the water level correctly. Use only high-efficiency detergent marked with the HE symbol. Follow the detergent manufacturer's quantity instructions and reduce the amount when washing a small load or when the water is soft. After checking the hose, household drain, accessible filter, and detergent use, perform a power reset. Disconnect the washer from electricity for approximately 5 minutes. Reconnect it and select drain and spin. Remain close to the appliance during the test. Listen to the pump and watch the drain hose. If the pump runs and water exits strongly, the obstruction may have been cleared. The washer should continue into the spin cycle once the water level has fallen. If the pump hums but little or no water leaves the machine, something may still be blocking the pump, tub-to-pump hose, or external drain hose. The pump impeller may also be damaged or mechanically seized. If the pump makes a loud grinding or rattling sound, a coin, piece of plastic, or another object may be trapped inside it. A worn pump motor can create similar noises. If the pump remains completely silent, the motor may have failed, but damaged wiring, a loose connector, or a control board problem is also possible. In one reported case involving a Whirlpool WTW7120 top-loading washer, the cycle stopped with water inside and displayed F9E1. the pump could be heard struggling, and replacing the drain pump assembly restored normal operation. That is a valid possible repair, but the pump should not be replaced until the hose, drain installation, plumbing, and accessible blockages have been checked. Replacing a drain pump normally requires tilting or moving the washer, disconnecting water-filled hoses, releasing spring clamps, unplugging an electrical connector, and removing mounting screws or bolts. A considerable amount of dirty water can escape when the tub-to-pump hose is disconnected. If the laundry room is located on an upper floor, uncontrolled water can damage ceilings, walls, and flooring. Never work underneath a washer that is unstable or supported only by a temporary object. Use proper lifting and support methods or arrange professional service. Before ordering a pump, use the complete model and serial numbers from the washer label. Two machines that look similar may use different pumps, electrical connectors, or mounting arrangements. Do not assume that the replacement capacitor, pump, or control board shown in an unrelated online video will fit your appliance. The locked door or lid is often a consequence of water remaining in the tub. The washer keeps it locked to prevent flooding or contact with a moving basket. Do not force the door or bypass the lid lock mechanism. After the washer has drained and the basket has stopped, the lock should normally release. If it remains locked, disconnect the power and consult the manual for the emergency release procedure where provided. If F9E1 returns after the drain hose, standpipe, household plumbing, detergent, and accessible filter have been checked, the fault may involve the drain pump, internal hose, water level pressure system, wiring, or electronic control. Stop using the washer if it leaks, produces a burning smell, repeatedly trips the circuit breaker, or has damaged wiring. To summarize, F9E1 means that your Maytag or Whirlpool washer is taking too long to drain. Begin with the external drain hose and standpipe. Check the household plumbing, clean the pump filter where accessible, and make sure excessive detergent foam is not present. Perform one 5-minute power reset and test the drain and spin program. If the pump is noisy, seized, silent, or unable to remove water after all blockages have been ruled out, it may need professional testing and replacement.